So this is another quick update on the cockpit's progress thus far. You can see there I have coffee going because, you know, it takes time to do all the greatness here. So part of the dashboard area of the cockpit is kind of up and running. I need a longer cable to get that FIP running. I think I have one somewhere. I'm gonna have to dig it out. But you can see it with 6 screens running. That's my frame rate, which means I'm probably gonna go to an external computer for my main gauges, at least when I'm running steam gauges. But everything's up and running, everything's working well. This is the very first flight. I just mounted everything and got it connected. I had to wait for some right angle HDMI connectors and USB-C connectors because of how close I have them to that wooden area right there. Now it looks bad from this angle, but let me give you the pilot's eye view. It's a little bit better from this angle. And once I get the glare shield up, which I expect to do in the next few days, I'll have the glare shield. I'll put an LED strip under it, and then to cover the bare wallness, I've got some basically facades that are nothing more than weed fabric and cardboard, but they're going to be put up here and here to kind of hide that cable mess. And the cable mess isn't as bad as it kind of appears. There is a little bit of order to that chaos, I swear. But another cool thing here, and I'll bring it up in another video, is this little guy here. I really didn't like having to break out the keyboard and mouse all the time. So the nice part here is I can just use this touchpad and you can see without having to take my hand too far off, I can easily, if I wanted to pause, I can just come right over to it, assuming, you know, I know how to operate a trackpad. But there, active pause. But it's just a little $30 Amazon keyboard that I Velcroed on. So far, it's doing good things for me. But that's it. At this point, I probably need to start really cleaning up the space and dressing it up so it looks decent. I do have 2 chairs on the way, and what you saw down here is kind of my first idea about making a sport version of this, or like sport ultralight version of this cockpit. So these controls here, my Alpha and Bravo from Honeycomb, can easily be popped out, and I was thinking of adding in the sport controls underneath. That way I could fly like the RV-14 or other light sport aircraft. Yeah, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know, throw them below. This is update number 2. This is Flight Plan Go, or on the software here. Again, this is free stuff, which I like. All about the free. Awesome multi-function panel. Thank you, Captain Bob. My Flight Sim Builder GNS 530, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And this is just a quick flight. If you look here, I'll show you. This is from, this was just from New Haven to Groton, just as a test. And I actually didn't use the sim for the flight planning part. I only did it in here, trying to teach myself more about that. And I used Flight Plan Go as well. So any questions, comments, concerns, again, you know, throw them up. Thanks for watching. Again, so far, this is doing great things for me. Really happy with it. And the next update, hopefully it looks more like a cockpit and less like a science project. Thanks for watching, and happy flying.